So this is our first podcast. So we got a Texas Ranger fan on here. Welcome to our podcast, our first ever podcast. You can see we got some kinks to work out.
Mhm.
So Jetalorian, how about we start off? Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came up with your name, and why you decided to become a Mandalorian super fan for your team.
Okay, well, first off, I want to welcome everybody on to our show, our podcast. Welcome, everyone. The way it started with me was I'm a big Star Wars fanatic since I was a kid. I've also been a big time Jet fan since I can remember. So I was at work one day and have a coworker of mine who I call the mad scientist. And he creates these helmets. And I approached him and I asked him if he would be willing to create a helmet for me, which he agreed. And the only thing was I had to let him work on the design himself. So he went ahead and he created this masterpiece. And that's been that. Been a Jet fan since I was little. House is a little bit of a mix. We do have Giant fans, which is my father's a big Giants fan, which I know Cowboylorian, you're not going to like that. My brothers, both of them, we're from New York, and I don't understand how me and my father got it right, but my two brothers, they got it completely wrong. And they're Dolphin. Yeah. So go figure. Go figure. What about you? What about you, Cowboy? How did you come with, become the Cowboylorian?
Well, I've been a Cowboys fan all my life. Growing up in New Mexico, Cowboys was the dominant team. My entire family's pretty much a Cowboys fan, so it's kind of born into it. Do have some, other teams in my family. I don't know what happened to them. I got some Bronco fans. I always want to say Deadskins, but I know they're the Commanders now. Commanders, they got Eagles, they got Giants, Vikings, Donkeys, Chiefs. So yeah, I kind of got the rainbow. Even the Vikings. Forgot about the Vikings and Falcons. we don't really mention some of those teams. But no, I've been a fan all my life. But when I came up with the Mando was my dad actually worked with Super Cowboy. For those of you that know Super Cowboy, he worked with him, and I was like, you know what? I don't see very many super fans. I've never heard of very many super fans. I've seen him, but that's about it. I was like, he could use some competition, but I didn't know what would actually be a good character that would compete. But I kept on hearing about Mandalorian, so finally decided to watch the show. Saw the silver helmet, put two and two together, and created my own Mando helmet with the lights, and put the Cowboys logos on it. Made it look really good, and voila! Been making adjustments and better improvements to the Mando costume since then.
There you go. There you go.
But that's what's been happening.
Hey, there goes Cowboy Levy. That's one of my buddies. How you doing, man?
Exactly. Let's
Glad.
go Cowboys. Nancy Rodriguez, nice of you to join us. Appreciate the support. Oh, Cowboy Levi, what's going on, man? Well, as you can see, we started a podcast here, so it's starting. We got some technical difficulties, don't we, Jetalorian?
Absolutely.
We
But it
got a
appears
couple
to me that
kinks.
there's a lot more Cowboys fans. We haven't seen that one Jet fan come on yet.
We gotta get you on camera though.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
that's a fact. Yeah,
Got a few fans joining us. Awesome.
yeah. Welcome, welcome.
Cowboy Levi says, "What up, Jet fan?"
What's up, my brother? Glad you came on. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Big Tech super fan. Yeah, awesome, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Hopefully, I probably seen you at any of the Cowboys games. Maybe thinking of making a a Rangerlorian helmet soon. So might be coming up with that for baseball.
That's
Haven't
gonna look
decided yet.
good. Yeah,
Little
Cowboy
tricky
Levy, you
behind these
definitely.
things.
Yeah, Cowboy Levy did tell me he was gonna come by, so we really appreciate your support, man. Thank you for coming.
Yep, we got it. I met up with Cowboy Levi for a brief period. The time he showed up is the time that Dr. Pepper decided to grace me with some gifts. So we definitely got to
That's
meet up
awesome.
next time he's in Arlington. We got to get Jetalorian to Arlington since he missed out on this wonderful game here in Arlington this past season.
Yeah, well, we got our butts whooped. That was great.
Well, you're supposed to bathe in the waters of Arlington to redeem yourself for taking off your helmet all the time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. On the next matchup with the Jets and the Cowboys, I'll definitely try to make it down to Dallas.
Definitely. So, what did you think of your team season this past season, Jetalorian?
Well, I mean, truth be told, I just that Zach Wilson has just left nothing to be desired. One good game, one bad game, one good game, one trash game. I mean, it became a joke. And then to top it off, the coach doesn't want to take responsibility for anything. It just bothers me. I mean, the whole season just it went to crap. So I mean, I'm hoping that now, healthy Aaron Rodgers, maybe the defense stays decent the way it was, and maybe adding another wide receiver, maybe offensive line help, we would probably turn it around. But I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think it was more the coaching than Wilson? Because I mean, when Wilson came out to play, he came out to play. So
I mean, if you really you can count on your hands how many games he came out to play. He played good against the Chiefs. Um, I mean, he had some good games when he let it rip, but for the most part, doesn't know what a check down is.
what
I mean,
Hackett didn't
he
do
can't.
that.
Yeah,
You know
exactly,
how
and it goes back
Hackett,
to coaching.
you know how Hackett messed up Denver. So
Yeah, it goes to coaching, man. It goes to coaching. It goes to show you that if you don't have a good offensive coach that can teach, it's a problem. It becomes a problem.
definitely.
What about you guys? What do you think you need to improve on?
Uh, where do I start? Running back number one. I was saying it all last season and this past season. Pollard is not a number one. He never was. He needs someone in front of him. So I was, everyone that was saying Pollard should start. Well, you got your wish, and look what happened.
Right.
Um, Seriously, have no idea why we never got those D tackles in line to stop the run, and we never made adjustments. You know,
Mm,
I know we want, quick and fast linebackers, but those linebackers just they weren't hitting those holes like you're supposed to. They weren't covering them. So there's a lot of things that needed to be done, and especially with that playoff game, I don't even know if DQ was actually full in that game. His head was in there, nothing, because the way that defense played, you would think that none of the coaches were there, and they didn't know what to expect. So
yeah.
it was another just another disappointing season being a Cowboys fan. Used to it for the last 28 years, so kind of just get numb to it.
I mean, at least you guys have something to look forward to. With us, we just never know what's going to happen. And you guys are competitive every year. You guys at least have a chance.
We try.
You know, the Eagles just proved what they are. Haha, look at that.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. So I mean, you guys always compete. With us, we dealt with the Patriots for so many years in our division that I got sick and tired of looking at that red, white, and blue. It was just nauseating. And now Buffalo is looking like they're the next one up, but they can't win the big one either. So I don't know.
Hey, pro gambling action. Yeah, I have a Niners helmet still. This gaining dust. So if you want it, hit me up. Big Tech Super Fans, let's go Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, that's who I'm rooting for because I am a Niners fan. I'm not gonna lie. Don't want the Niners to win. And then Cowboy Levi, a good coach that can fire the team up, and a good QB to fire up the team. Yep, agreed.
Exactly.
Not even kidding. I'm tired of Dak just going right to the bench and not moving, not even talking to the other players. That irritates me. But also, someone on that defense got to do it too. You know, Micah should be the one firing up that defense every chance he gets, or him going to the offense and getting in their ass when they're not doing their job. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
What did he say? He said, "Looking forward to playing Rodgers before he got hurt." Yep. Yeah, that was a big downer. Was really looking forward to Rodgers coming in with the Jets and seeing how that went. Yeah, that was a big downer of that game.
Yeah, but our offensive line can't block a damn nosebleed, let alone the Cowboys' defensive front. I think Aaron Rodgers would have probably got hurt in that game if he would have made it that far.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Rodgers and other, the shittiest of offensive lines, all of a sudden wake up and become the best offensive line in the league when they come to Dallas. So.
No, definitely.
You just never know. Look at Arizona. Arizona did it to us. We weren't expecting shit from them, but look what happened.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So what are you thinking about the Super Bowl? Let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl since that's going to be on everyone's mind.
I mean, I know that you're rooting for the Chiefs. I'm not rooting for either team, to be honest with you. I'm just looking forward to a good game. I'm not a big fan of either one, but I don't know. I don't want the Chiefs to win. They're already talking about is Mahomes the next Brady? I mean, come on, stop it. I mean, I think he's very good. I think he's got a lot of growth to him. I think he can eventually turn into a superstar, big time superstar quarterback. But I don't think there's anybody that's going to be Tom Brady. I think that's once in a lifetime. And for them to start comparing him to Brady, I think that's not really good.
But that's what everyone does. It doesn't matter who it is. One player has a great game. The next Jerry Rice, the next Dion, the next this, the next that. It's one season. But the only thing I can say about Mahomes is ever since he's been a starter, he's been in the championship game. Can't really take a whole lot away from him. Yeah, he's lost.
No, you can't.
He's lost, but, if you want to compare anyone to be getting up there near Brady, I mean, Mahomes is the closest to it if you think about it. I mean, I don't like either team, but I just don't want the Niners to win. Or whiners, as Cowboy Levi put it, because I'm just tired of them because all they worry about after they play us is holding on to one score, just the last few games when they forget about what's happened before that. So, I just don't want the Niners to win at all. If the Super Bowl could end in a tie, I would really have it end in a tie.
Yeah,
they can cut that trophy in half for all I care.
I hear you, man. Especially when our teams are not in there. You don't care. I mean, I remember when I said who do you have in the playoffs, you were like, I don't care. Once
the Cowboys are out, I don't care. I don't watch. I don't nothing. Like, especially this past season, I really didn't even watch.
Yeah. I just wanted to
Check
play
the score
spoiler.
on ESPN just to see what the score is of the game, but I
Right.
won't turn it on and watch because there's no point. It's just going to irritate me even more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then to talk about like my Jets defense is just they're so good, man. At almost every position they're good, and then to not be able to hold, to be out there for so long and the offense three and out, that just became nauseating for me throughout the whole year. I was like, goodness gracious, man, these guys give you the ball back and you don't even hold on to the ball. It's three and out. And I'm like, come on, man.
I think that has to do with Hackett, though. I really do.
I mean, even before Hackett, the other offensive coordinator who's also, I think his brother is the coach from Green Bay. The same thing. It's just like they never got a good grasp of an offensive scheme. Like they never got an identity. They never got an identity. They never took this kid Zach Wilson and said, "Look, this is your identity." Like for example, I'll give you the perfect example. Back with Rex Ryan was the coach, and they drafted Mark Sanchez. Everybody wasn't sure what we were going to get out of Mark Sanchez, but they had an identity. They were going to run the ball downhill. They were going to run it down your throat, stop them if you could, and then hold on with our defense. And we made 2 AFC Championship games. They had an identity. This team, our team now,
with Tomlinson, and you had a defense. That was
exactly. That was their identity.
Hackett doesn't know. Hackett is used to that Packer way of Rodgers, throw. Maybe I'll run a play or two, a running play or two, but he's not a running. He's never been a running coach.
Right, but you have that. What that
should be saying, get your head out of you know what and run the damn ball. But Hackett don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cowboys Grim Reaper upgraded linebacker needed. Yep, agreed. We got rid of all our linebackers. We had one true linebacker, and that was Van Der Esch. And since he was gone, I still don't get what the point is of elevating these practice squad players to play a specific position, but all they play is special teams.
Yeah. They got to get on the field somehow. They may make a big play on special teams and become a superstar. It goes back to like I don't know if you remember, Terrell Davis was actually a special teams player.
He was on the original 53. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have 53 players already on the roster.
Correct.
And you're already set for special teams. You're set for defense. You're set for offense. You're supposed to elevate some of these players because there's an injury that you might be short at one hand of a position, and they're expected to play, a vital role. But all they're doing is wasting the 3 elevations to play special teams. It's like, well, if they're just going to play special teams, don't elevate them. Use the players that you have, and if you run out of the player in that position, then so be it. But what likelihood is that going to be? That's why you have your emergency quarterback, specialties position, because that's the only position that really that can happen to.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. Did you guys make any coaching changes on your team?
Well, DQ is gone. He's now the Commanders' head coach.
Oh, that's right. I saw that today.
To Washington, but that is his choice. And then he took Joe Witt with him.
Okay.
He's going to be the DC. I think he was our linebacker coach.
Okay. Well,
but as far as that goes, I don't know how many people agree with me, but if we can get Mike Zimmer back, I know our defense, especially our run defense, is going to show up quick.
Wasn't he interviewing with you guys? I thought I saw something about him.
Yep.
Okay.
He used to be our D coordinator for quite a bit of years, and man, he'll get in your ass if you're not doing your job.
That's what you need. I got tired of watching Robert Saleh standing on the sidelines and just emotionless. And we need people, just get in these guys' asses, man. Get in them. Tell them what the hell they're doing wrong. Don't just celebrate when they do something good. When they do something not good, get on them. Just don't just stand there with your face looking like what just happened. It's ridiculous.
Agree. Definitely agree.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys looking at making any trades or anything like that?
Who knows? I honestly don't know what we're gonna do. Every season,
Mm.
there's a player I
It's its
know
own
we should
animal.
get or we should actually look into, and we don't go after them, and then all of a sudden you hear that they're traded for a seventh round pick or sixth round pick.
Mm.
But if the Cowboys wanted to trade for them, they probably would have to give up a first, a second, and a third round pick to get that same player. So
Correct.
who knows? Like there's so many players that we should get. There's so many options we should get, but whether it actually happens or not, who knows?
Uh,
Levi Pollard was never him in the first place. He was a good check-in back.
mm.
How's it going, FGGH? Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, don't forget, make sure you follow or subscribe to us. All the support it does help us. Gets us more excited to create all this content for you, as well as making more of these podcasts. Go
Absolutely.
Cowboys!
And when me and Cowboylorian go at it during the season, when he makes fun of me and I make fun of him, that's also fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
You got the last laugh though. I'll tell you that.
Well, that first one, I had to do it because you kept on taking off your helmet. That was the first one. That's the one that got started. I had to do that
Yeah,
one.
no, and now on Facebook, I actually don't take it off. I actually leave it on, so
So
it's
you
good.
lying to the people. You lying to the people.
Yeah, Sometimes it gets hot over there.
GH. I don't know. You actually kind of missed that conversation, but we really don't care who wins. But Jetalorian kind of wants the 49ers to win. I want the Kansas City to win.
Who you got, FGGH? Who you got in that game? Who do you like? Cowboy
Yeah,
Levy.
KC.
That's what. Okay.
You know what? I'm
Okay.
gonna put this poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up
Cowboy
here
Levy.
and see.
That is so true, Cowboy Levy. People take things too serious. I mean, we come on this app is to have fun and enjoy. And I know that Cowboylorian also, when people take it too serious and they get offensive, I just block them and get them off. I don't need it. But you're right. People take it too seriously.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Like so many people go way, way too far. This is all in fun, especially the super fans. We enjoy rooting for our team. That's the point of this. We love our team. We're not really going at other teams 99% of the time. Like we'll have fun with it, especially if we have like me and Jetalorian have. We have giant Mandalorians. We have Cleveland Mandalorians. we, we have so many
We're
people of our group, and we make fun of each other, but it's all in fun. We know it's all in jest. So D1, how you
agreed.
doing? Appreciate you
Hey,
joining.
D1, how are you? How you doing, D1? Glad you're here.
TGGH, let's see, 39 years, almost 40 years. How long you been a Cowboys fan? If you're a Cowboys fan. Yeah, of course. I mean, when that's the reason why I started making fun of the Niners, especially because I don't really talk about the Niners because I really could care less about them. But their fans are one of the loudest besides the Eagles, and once they start jawing is when I'll start making the most fun of them.
Agreed. I have
But
that with the
that just
with the
irritates them
Dolphins.
more, which makes it even more hilarious.
Exactly. I do the same thing with the Dolphin fans. The Dolphin fans, the preseason game number 2, they're already going to the playoffs and Super Bowl. It never fails. So I made fun of them. I made fun of them just on that alone.
Yeah, everyone says, oh, every Cowboy fan thinks Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl every year. No, there's actually a lot of Cowboy fans who actually are very, very skeptical about the Cowboys. There's a lot of shit that has to go right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we expect a Super Bowl? Hell yeah. When you have a team
Yeah,
that has a winning culture, you expect to be in the Super Bowl. You expect to be in the playoffs.
but let's be real, Cowboylorian. I mean, you play the game is to try to win a championship. You're not playing just for your looks. So
Exactly.
obviously, you want to win. I mean, so you're expecting your team to compete. But it's bad when every single year, you go 2-0, 3-0 in preseason, and immediately you start talking Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, can you at least get out of the preseason? I mean, and that's what Dolphin fans do. I can tell you that in particular because my two brothers are just like that. 2, 3 games into the preseason, and they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, stop it.
Yeah, the preseason, like I go to watch just because it's fun to see who might be a backup or who might be maybe a sleeper player. But
Hmm.
I could care less what goes on in the preseason. I know 99% of the time Cowboys are going to lose the preseason games.
Hmm. Yeah,
But even
for
if we
sure.
freaking blow out every team or we lose to every team, that doesn't mean nothing because I've seen where teams go undefeated and then they go 0-16,
Yeah,
or they
it's
don't win a
happened.
single play or a single preseason game, and then they win the first 10 games against the toughest competition there is.
FGGH, are you talking to me? You want to know what team I like? I'm a Jet fan. Like, that's why I'm called a Jetalorian. I'm a Jet fan. In case you were talking about me.
Well, Cowboy Levi, I like to quote the Chicago Bulls. It don't mean a thing without the ring. You can talk all you
Yeah.
want. You can, if you want a participation trophy for getting to the NFC Championship or AFC Championship or reaching the Super Bowl. Congratulations! I'll give you, a clap. But unless you have that ring, you're garbage no matter what. We're
Mm.
garbage because we didn't make it there or we didn't win the Super Bowl. I'll admit it. We didn't win the Super Bowl. We're garbage. But every team isn't their name isn't on that Super Bowl trophy at the end of the year, you're garbage. You don't get a participation trophy. I grew up the old school way. You either win or you lose. If you lost, nobody cares. Nobody cares who won or who lost the Super Bowl. I can barely
Yeah.
remember who lost Super Bowls in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You could probably name
Yeah.
more of who won.
Yeah. That's what it is. There's no trophies for second place. I mean, I grew up with that one.
Exactly. So
So
many of these fans nowadays want to talk about, oh, well, we made it the last 3 years. Congratulations. Did you win?
that's the Buffalo Bills thing. No, we went to 4 straight Super Bowls, but you lost all 4 of them.
The
No,
one thing I will
you
say,
have.
though, you will never see that ever again.
I
They
agree.
honestly did something that will never be done again.
Yeah, and actually, their best chance of winning the Super Bowl was that year that they played against the Giants. Because then, if you noticed, after that, against you guys, they got blown out. I think it was, who was
Well,
it, the
they should have
Washington
beat the
Redskins?
Giants. They should have beat Washington those first
Yeah,
2 years. And then the 2 years against us, that
yeah,
first that first Super Bowl, they really had no chance. The second Super Bowl, they had a chance, but we woke up and whooped them again. So you know,
yeah, yeah. 52-17 was my favorite.
yeah, Super Bowl 27. I remember watching that with Michael Jackson doing the halftime show
Hmm.
at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
I actually got to experience the Super Bowl for myself, Super Bowl 30, in my home stadium with Sun Devil Stadium in Arizona. That was the funniest
Nice.
thing because all I heard the entire week, and I was only 10 years old at the time, here we go, Steelers, here we go.
Yeah.
10 years old, I decided to redo the chant. Here we go, Cowboys, here we go. Yeah,
Oh,
Steelers
there
fans didn't
you
like that too much coming from a 10-year-old.
go. Yeah. Tell you. I tell you. I'm thinking
What do you
about
think about the draft
traveling.
coming up?
The draft is going to be something. There's a lot of offensive linemen in the draft, which is what I'm interested in right now. So I'm hoping that we can get some offensive linemen. Although there's been rumors that the Jets are going to probably try to trade for this wide receiver from the Raiders that used to play for Green Bay, Adams.
Adams?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea. I think Gary Wilson does need help, but I think that the offensive line should be the priority at this point. And they should really think about that offensive line because we can't go into next year with the same offensive crap. We need offensive linemen that are going to chew people up. And at
So
this,
which position on the O line do you think they should go after?
I think we need a
Both sides
left
need a
tackle.
need an upgrade.
I'm not. I mean, I think Elijah Vera is decent. He can play every single position on the offensive line. He's awesome.
Where's he at
But
now?
2 years in a row, he was hurt, so he left. He's a left guard.
Okay.
But I think we have a center that they drafted last year. We need a left tackle for sure because Mekhi Becton has become crap. That guy's big for nothing. So I don't think he's the answer at left tackle. We're going to need a right tackle. So I think this. I still remember the years with the Dallas Cowboys. You guys drafted offensive linemen every single year, and all of a sudden you guys had this offensive monstrosity of a line. And I think offensive linemen should be like quarterbacks. You draft one every single year because you need them.
Well, we kind of had a few years in between because we got Tyron in 2009, we got
Mm-hmm.
Frederick in 2011 or 2012, and then we got Martin in 2014.
Monster offensive line. Your offensive line was mauling people this year. Regardless, you guys didn't go,
The year
but
we
you
got
guys had a good
Frederick,
offensive
I
line.
think, is the same year we were able to get Lau Collins too as a rookie
Mm.
free agent because he somehow fell out of the entire draft, which
Yeah,
is effed up on what happened there.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So I think our defense is good. I think our defensive line is good. Corners are good. Safeties, we're gonna probably need a safety, but I think offensive line has to be a priority for the Jets. Has to be. We need to protect Aaron Rodgers. Otherwise, we're gonna go through another year where he's gonna get hurt again, and then he's not coming back. If he gets hurt again this year, he's not coming back. He's 40 plus years old.
He rubber. Cowboy Levi, if we could find a few Larry Allens, I'd die happy. I wish we could clone him. Nobody
Seriously.
messed with the cat. Everyone was afraid of him
How did they call him the cat? He's huge. The
because
cat.
he can move.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
not see him chase down the video of him chasing down the linebacker?
No, I mean I saw. I'm just saying he was so big for them to call him the cat.
Yeah,
I would say that maybe
because he moved with smoothness,
the
and
smoothness.
that's why I when I was young and I saw Larry Allen pull in front of Emmitt Smith, I told my dad if I was the DB out there, I'd be turning around blocking for Emmitt Smith. I wouldn't care what the other team. I'd be like, no. Larry's not blocking me today. Nope.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
FTGH, I'm not sure if I understand your question. Do you think they should buy Mark Harvey or Coach?
Hmm.
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't think we got Collins again. I think that was just a 1 year deal, unless we decide to bring him back. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Okay. FGGH, you're asking how long I've been a Jet fan. I've been a Jet fan since I can remember. I was telling Cowboylorian earlier in the show. I have a house mixed. My father's a Giants fan, which Cowboylorian doesn't like too much. And then my two brothers are Dolphin fans, and I'm a Jet fan. But we're from New York, so I'm a Jet fan for a long time, since I can remember.
You're a Jet fan living in Miami.
Living in Miami. We moved to Miami some years ago, but yeah. I actually have nice stories to tell concerning going to Dolphins Day. I think I told you, Cowboylorian.
Yeah.
I had actually a decent time. The Dolphin fans, even though we got blown out that game, they really didn't give me a hard time. Instead, they wanted to take pictures. So it was pretty cool.
Who's your favorite player of all time for both of us? Well, depends on the
Good
era you're
question.
talking about. I have one from kind of every era. So, one would be Staubach. Next one would be Irvin and Dion. And then it'd be uh, Witten, then Dez, and now it'd probably have to be Parsons.
Yeah. For me, since I can remember, my favorite running back of all time is Curtis Martin.
That's a good
I
one.
also Yeah, I loved Freeman McNeil growing up as a kid. I loved Mark Gastineau, Joe Klecko. I had at one point I had Wesley Walker and Al Toon at wide receivers. I mean Darrell Revis. We've had discussions on that one, Cowboy Lauren, you and I have. Um, now I love me some Sauce Gardner. Now I love Sauce Gardner.
That's a
He
great one.
looks like he's the real deal. Yeah,
He wasn't too happy this past game with
definitely not.
Dallas.
No, nah,
CD
definitely
Lamb
not.
gave him a hard time.
He's a tall, slinky guy. So he's like what 6'1", 6'2", maybe a little bit taller than that. So covering a guy smaller and quicker is a problem for those tall guys. He reminds me of a better Antonio Cromartie. I don't know if you remember Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, I remember
He's
him.
just yeah, he's a slinkier guy, better than Antonio Cromartie, but little fast guys, or smaller fast guys give him problems.
Yeah, I think the only way for Sauce to actually really help the defense is for him to travel. He needs to travel with the best receivers, no matter where they go.
I agree. Sauce, yeah, he needs to definitely do that. He needs to learn to follow their best receivers at all times.
Let's let FGGH in here. We'll let him be our first guest.
Okay, all right, bring him on.
Mm, can't find him unless he's under something else.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to invite you. What are you under, FGGH? Because I can't find you. Unless you're under Oscar G 1964 or German Verdura. But can't find you. Unless you tell me what
Man,
you're
FT,
under.
yeah, we were gonna bring you on. You were gonna be our first guest ever.
we'll see if he responds back to us. So, any new updates you can be making to the character this coming season, Jetalorian, or that's still in the works?
I started. I posted one, and you saw that the Jetalorian jersey I got. There's some ideas that I'm coming along with. I'm dealing with the mad scientist, which you know about already.
Cowboy Grogu over here is waiting for his helmet, by the way. That's why.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said Cowboy Grogu is waiting for his helmet. By the way, that's why he's wearing the glasses to you.
Have you gotten a chance to speak to the mad scientist or no?
No.
Have you spoken to him at all? No. He's an approachable guy. He's a good guy. But yeah, there may be another helmet in the works. I may ask him for another helmet. Haven't talked to him about that yet. Besides that, nothing else really brewing on that end. What about you? What are you planning for this coming year?
Well, it kind of started a little bit of it. Added some helmet, gonna get some shoulder pads for probably both, and just kind of work it as we go along. Joshua does not let me invite you in, buddy. I don't know if it's because you keep going in and out, but it does not let me invite you.
Cowboy Levy, absolutely. Wayne Corbett. I loved Wayne Corbett. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of Wayne Corbett. Guy was they called him. Yeah, well, I liked Keyshawn. I did, but I loved the Green Lantern. That's what they ended up calling Wayne Corbett. I don't know if you remember that. They called him the Green Lantern. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Wayne Corbett, of course. That guy was always heads up. Always, he would go through walls. That guy was a little animal, man. He was great. Yeah, man.
Josh does not let us add you, buddy. I'm not sure if it's because of the phone or something, or you can't go live if you don't have over 1,000 followers. It doesn't let you go live. But yeah, it doesn't allow me to follow you or let me add you.
Sorry about that, Joshua. Oh, okay, that's what it is. He has only 97 followers.
Yeah, Josh, you gotta get 1,000 followers, boss. That's the only way it lets you do live. Cowboy Levi, you want to come on live? I'm just gonna invite Cowboy Levi on here. Let's see. See if he wants to join.
Yeah, let's bring him on, man. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, sent an invite to Cowboy Levi if he wants to join in. Go to my Instagram here. Yep, no comments. Oh, there he is. It's coming on.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Cowboy Levi?
Oh man, just getting home, chilling, watching y'all's live.
Right?
Yep.
So what do you think of the first live for us, man? It's the first time Cowboylorian and I have done this.
I like it. I enjoy like cowboys and rivals going against each other and talking.
Well, the Jets aren't really rivals. We just make them rivals because
I mean, like a friend rival,
likes to copy me what I
Cowboys.
do.
But you go with the
Nah.
experience. So you see the guy, you see Cowboylorian, and things come through. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I could do that on my end. So,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, but it's been fun. We go back and forth, and that's what makes it fun. Is knowing it's all.
That's all that
in
matters,
fun.
man. That's all that matters.
The funny thing was, we hit it off from day one when we first started going back and forth. Cowboylorian and I hit it off right away. It was pretty cool.
The best one I think from this past season, Jetalorian, was the one from the stadium.
Hey, there goes. Hey, Cowboylorian, there goes the mad scientist there,
Alex,
Alfonso. That's the mad scientist. That's what I call
how you
him.
doing, sir? Appreciate you joining. Got you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your work of those helmets, sir. Really nice. Jetalorian still afraid to ask you to get me a helmet for a Cowboy Grogu over here. He's been talking on that one for
I haven't really seen you guys go back and forth because I've probably been on here a couple of years, but I bet it was fun.
Well, just go look at some.
Well,
of
we
the,
went back and forth on.
We'll look at some of the videos on mine or his. Like we'll do
Okay.
we'll do some like duets, or you'll see where I'm
Yeah.
calling them out.
And like I said, I called him out, but he got the last laugh on me on that one.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
for the game, I think it was it that Friday before or Saturday before. He did one where he was like, yeah, we're gonna win this, and I just did a duet with it, like where I was laughing my ass off against the wall back there.
I'll have to find it and check it out.
Yeah, go in there, Find on both sides.
And then when I was in the stadium, just kind of chilling, waiting for everyone to get in the stadium, I was like, you know what, I gotta do this one. I was like, even though he's not here and he's supposed to be, I'm like, the security is waiting, call me he's at the gate. Yeah, can we let Jetalorian in? Nah, he's gang. But the funny thing is, there's like 3 total, I think, Mando or Jet Mandos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have the Boba Jet.
All the Boba Jets and Jetalorian, they all they laughed, but they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get you back for that." I was like, "Yeah, that'll be in a few years."
Yeah. Hey, Cowboylorian, did you see? I see Alex is talking about the action figure. Did you see my action
I
figure?
saw the action figure. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Action figures. That'd be awesome.
Go onto my page, Cowboy Levy. Go onto my page. You're gonna see that there's an action figure of me that Alex Alfonso made. You're gonna like it. It has my tattoos, everything. It's like to a T.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll check that out. For sure.
Levi, remember that scene from Rush Hour where he goes into Chris Tucker goes into the Kung Fu Dojo and he's going against the old man, the youth.
Yeah. Well, no, me. I am me.
We did that one. We did that one. Cowboylorian and I did that one. You're gonna like that one.
All right.
We did like Step Brothers and I think a few others.
You guys did a whole bunch of them, huh?
Did a few.
Yeah, we did a few.
We were gonna do that dance one, but never got around to doing it.
Nah.
Oh, there's still plenty of time to do it. You can do it.
Yeah, there is. I'm kind of on the injured reserve right now, doing some recovery recovery work. So
Yeah.
You go 90 miles an hour.
it should be good by summer.
There you go. There you go.
Alex says, not anatomically correct. That would be weird. Well, if Jetalorian didn't have the kung fu grip, we got some work to do, Alex.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Geo88 has joined. Welcome. Brouhaha.
Well, speaking of Michael Jackson, what we were talking about, you guys want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What does Michael Jackson love to do on a holiday?
What's that?
Ski!
Oh, man.
It's like this has been so far, somewhat successful. We got got good 71 viewers, so overall not too bad.
Not bad.
Well, you're about to get
followers out of it, though. We gotta get.
I'm gonna share some more.
We gotta get people to follow us, share it. Do everything so that way we can keep doing these because it's a lot better when we have a lot more fans to show up, and we can definitely get some more people to join the panel from other teams or even from. Well, it's kind of hard to find Jet fans. I found one.
Just have a good time.
No, you know what, Cowboylorian? You can laugh now. He who laughs last, laughs best.
Alex wants to know where your brother's at.
Yeah. Alex, he first off, he's a Dolphin fan, which I've already told the guys here. But he's not big on TikTok. So the next time he comes over here, we'll do this, and he can be on with me. So I did tell him about it.
Where was that other Cowboylorian at that was with you that day on that Jets and Cowboys game at? Where was he? Is he? That's your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But he don't have a TikTok.
We share it. I do all the social media work because he doesn't know how to do it.
Oh, okay, okay. Nothing wrong with that. I was just wondering. I was like, where's he at?
He's only been involved in a few of the TikToks. I've been doing all the.
Oh, hell yeah! Right on.
He just gets all the rewards and all of my hard work.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I will say, because I go all the home games, and he's only able to go to certain ones because of his job. I think there's more people that come up to us when both of us are there as opposed to just one of us.
Yeah. I think I like going to the home games more than I do away games because it's there, because it's 5 hours away, and I'm not driving like 20 hours away because I like going to the Dallas.
I mean, away games are pretty fun too. I mean, I've gone to San Francisco twice, Arizona, Minnesota, but Minnesota was cold, so there wasn't really much to do. But I mean, depending on where the away game is, I mean, there's always a following for Cowboy fans, so it's always a good time. But it's really depending on what team it is. It's after.
Right. Yeah, and down here in Miami, it's kind of split. You have half the stadium is Jet fans, the other half is Dolphin fans. So it's like a home game for us here too.
Like the only Cowboy one I went to was the Cowboys and Chiefs in 2009. That's when it was in Kansas City, and that's when Miles Austin caught that 60-yard pass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Miles and Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
All right, y'all. I think that'll be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back on here when you guys do it again.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out. We just wanted to come on and figuring everything out to what days and if we're gonna do it once a week, twice a week, or what. We're still figuring it out, but we want to come on Super Bowl week and see
Yeah.
how it go. Of course, we have some
Yeah,
technical
definitely.
difficulties that we got to work out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just send me an invite and I'll join with you guys and talk.
Yeah, awesome. We'll have to get like Sneaky G and
Armando in here.
Or 21 Armando. Try and get some of those guys on here too.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe we can get the mad scientist to join on, and he can talk to us about what free stuff he'll give all of us. Whatever.
I think I'm going to use those stickers you sent me, Cowboylorian, and put them on other teams' stuff.
Yeah, I think Jetalorian has some he could probably send you too.
Ooh, I'll take some.
Definitely.
Who do you think's going to the Super Bowl? Junior. That's my buddy Junior.
We know who's in the Super Bowl. We don't really care who wins, just as long as it's not the Niners.
Yeah, the 40 Winers.
All right, well, thank you all for joining.
All right, guys.
Appreciate the support, especially me and Jetalorian. Really appreciate it, and we look forward to doing some more of these with you. And we'll have a lot more topics to come along with it. So, thank you.
Sounds good.
For joining.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Right, have a good night.
Yep. Good meeting you, Jet. Yep.
Likewise, brother. Likewise.
Hi, brothers.
So, what'd you think, Cowboylorian?